Hi and welcome. We're going to take a look at the ABRSM Grade 1 oral tests. Now, there are 4 questions in all, and each one has its own musical extract. So, what are the 4 questions? First of all, to clap the pulse and identify whether it is in 2 or 3 time. Secondly, to sing 3 phrases as echoes. Thirdly, to identify a change in pitch as near the beginning or near the end. And finally, to answer questions about dynamics, loud and soft playing, and articulation, smooth and detached playing. So now let's have a listen to what an oral test actually sounds like. I'll play the role of the examiner, and I'm using the exact wording the examiner will use. And I'll leave a gap for you to answer the questions. Give it a go. Then afterwards, we'll walk through and I'll discuss exactly what's involved and I'll give you my answers as well. Okay? So here we go. First, clap in time while I play. Join in as soon as you can and give a louder clap on the strong beats. Is it in 2 time or 3 time? Thank you. Next, I'd like you to sing 3 phrases as echoes. Here is the key chord and your starting note. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Now I'll play a phrase twice, but with a change to one of the notes the second time. Tell me whether the change was near the beginning or near the end. Here's the key chord and the tonic. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now with the change. Was the change near the beginning or near the end? Thank you. Listen to this piece, then I'll ask you about loud or quiet playing and about smooth or detached notes. Were the changes in loud and quiet playing sudden or gradual? Were the notes smooth or detached? Thank you. So let's now go through each question and think about what's involved. The first question is all about this pulse. Now, all music has a pulse, has a beat to it. And we need to show that we can feel this by clapping along to the music. A great way to practice is simply to do just that whenever you're listening to music. Just feel that pulse. Do we want the rhythm of the notes? No, it's just that pulse, that beat. And when we've got that pulse, we need to very quickly then think, are the beats in groups of 2 or 3? And the best way to do this is simply just to count along. Is it 1, 2, 1, 2, like a march? Or is it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like a waltz? And whenever we say 1, there's always a slight lean. There's a lean on the first beat of the bar, isn't there? So is it a 1, 2, 1, 2, or a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? We often think, do I need to identify the time signature? Well, no, that's not part of the question, so you won't be asked to do that. You simply state it's in 2 time or 3 time. Question number 2 is the one where we sing echoes. and many people are understandably apprehensive about their voice. But remember, it's not the quality of your voice that matters. It's not a singing exam. It's just simply a question of pitch and rhythm that is being assessed. And if you haven't got a very big range, don't worry. The examiner will adapt the test to suit the vocal range of your voice. And the notes for grade 1 will be over a very small range, just the first 3 notes of a major scale. You could practice by putting your hand on a keyboard, playing any of those first 3 notes, and then singing them back to yourself. And what do you sing to? Well, you can sing to any vowel, so R, O, E, or a consonant vowel combination. I know, something like da, ba, whatever comes to mind. I wouldn't overthink it. Just come out with something, and it will be fine. And sing the echoes straight back to keep the music in time. The third test, to identify the wrong note, just needs a 3-word answer, either near the beginning or near the end. You'll hear a 2-bar phrase in a major key, so it's nice and short. The examiner will play it twice, and it's on the second time that there will be this wrong note, and you just simply have to spot where it was. For the fourth and final question, the examiner will play a short extract just once. Then there will be 2 questions, one at a time, one about dynamics, loud and soft, the other about articulation, smooth or detached. And the first question will be the one about dynamics. So was it quiet? Was it loud? Was the change sudden or gradual? So the actual questions might sound like these. When was the quietest part of the music? Was the change from quiet to loud playing sudden or gradual? The music began quite loudly. Did it stay the same all the way through? Which was quieter, the beginning or the end? And the second question will be about smooth or detached playing. And 1-word answers are all that is needed. And the questions might sound something like, at the beginning, were the notes smooth or detached? Was the playing mainly smooth or detached? When the music was quiet at the end, were the notes smooth or detached? And for this final question, the candidate will be welcome, very welcome, to use Italian tones, forte, piano, staccato and legato, but there is absolutely no need to, and you won't get any extra marks if you do. Now let's go back through that test we looked at earlier, and you'll be able to listen to my answers too. First, clap in time while I play. Join in as soon as you can and give a louder clap on the strong beats. Is it in 2 time or 3 time? 3 time. Thank you. Next, I'd like you to sing 3 phrases as echoes. Here is the key chord and your starting note. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Da 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 dum. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Thank you. Now I'll play a phrase twice, but with a change to one of the notes the second time. Tell me whether the change was near the beginning or near the end. Here's the key chord and the tonic. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now with the change. Was the change near the beginning or near the end? Near the end. Thank you. Listen to this piece, then I'll ask you about loud or quiet playing and about smooth or detached notes. Were the changes in loud and quiet playing sudden or gradual?
Sudden.
Were the notes smooth or detached?
Smooth.
Thank you. I hope that little walk through the aural test has been helpful. Watch out for other videos which will give you an opportunity to practice this. Bye-bye for now.